Hi and welcome to INTJ Reacts. Today we're going to be reacting to the music video Don't Fail Me Darko by a band called Here Comes the Kraken. Here Comes the Kraken is a Mexican deathcore band from, oh my god, I cannot speak Spanish. Okay, I will try my hardest. Aguas Calientes, Mexico? Formed in 2007. This band was formed by two brothers, Torre Gonzalez, the lead guitarist, and Davis Gonzalez on the drums. This band has 3 albums, 2 EPs, and 1 demo. And this song, Don't Fail Me Darko, is from their first album titled Here Comes the Kraken, released in 2008. This video has 2.7 million views, and this band has won the NDO Music Award for Metal Band of the Year in 2010. So lately, I've been trying to go down a rabbit hole of Mexican metal, rock, alternative music. I did ask for y'all's recommendations on all of my social media, and a lot of you gave me a lot of good ones so far, and one of them was Here Comes the Kraken. I have never heard of this band in my life. I don't think that I've ever listened to Mexican deathcore. I have listened to Mexican music just because of like the community that I grew up in, but totally different from anything to do with metal or rock. It's like the old school like Mexican music that you hear at like a party, or Selena, or like Cumbia Kings basically is what I listened to growing up. So yeah, this is like completely new territory for me, but I am so excited to discover what is here because I feel like Mexican culture is so creative, you know? Like I visited Mexico a few times, and every time I went, everything was like handmade and beautiful. Like what? Like what? How does everybody have talent like that? That's crazy. Like everywhere I went was like, I made this and it's like gorgeous. And it's like, what do you mean you made this? And I know that I already love Mexican music, so I'm just like, I need to discover more about this subgenre, I suppose. That's my whole like reasoning behind going down this rabbit hole. I do listen to The Warning, and they are from Mexico. But I did ask y'all for other bands from Mexico, but also bands that just have like Mexican musicians as well. So there's like a good mixture that is coming up on my channel. I'm really excited to listen to Here Comes the Kraken. Never heard of them. So excited. We're gonna jump right in right now, okay? I'm ready for my mind to be blown. Thank you. I like the cinematography. Whoa. Aww. I say aw because this reminds me of like the music I used to listen to a few years ago. These transitions are so good. Ooh, guitar. Oh. That guitar in the back that like comes through. That's different. I'm not used to, do y'all hear that like guitar? Well, it's gone now. That guitar, the same guitar. It really like comes through. Ooh. These phrases are well composed. Ooh. I felt that. Ooh, I felt that. This song is taking me on a goddamn journey. Ooh. Oh, that's so good. Oh, they're so in sync. Oh, so these transitions are so good. I've never heard that in my life. I've never heard like a pig squealer do that. This guitar, I like it so much. Oh, I know why I like it. It reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog. It reminds me of like music from Sonic. Like old school Sonic. The music has been taking over my brain space, so I haven't really noticed what's going on in the music video, but now he's outside instead of on a chair. I feel like I'm listening to somebody tell me a story. Like even without the visuals. Hello. Okay, first of all, I know a lot of you see me and you're like, she never listens to metal music. She doesn't know it is blah, blah. Whatever. I listened to metal for like 20 years, okay? I'm no stranger to like death metal or deathcore or whatever you want to categorize this as. The pig squealing I'm used to, and whenever I first listened to this song, I said aw, because I had a phase where I listened to like nothing but this type of genre of music, so it reminded me of that phase in my life. I've never heard of like, whenever I mentioned to you and I was like, oh my god, what is that sound? I never heard that. I've never heard like I call it pig squealing. And I had a discussion with somebody about this before where they broke down the different types of like growls and ways that metal singers sing, whatever. I just call it pig squealing. This is what I call pig squealing. I've never heard anybody do that with like pig squealing. I feel like their throats would be hurt so badly, right? I don't know. It's a whole different talent to like access that part of your throat and make like those kind of sounds. I have nothing but respect for people that do that, because god, that must be hell in your throat. I liked the way that it was like composed, because it was very fast paced, yet what would this genre be? What would y'all call this genre? I know that I said earlier that it's deathcore, and I'm so bad with subgenres, and I think that the majority of my viewers also don't give a shit about subgenres, but it's nice to know how to reference specific sounds, so I try anyways. But I feel like with songs like this that are very hard and punchy and fast tempo and have like a lot of screaming, that sometimes they sound the same. I know that they are not the same, but it does sound like they're the same sometimes, and this song wasn't like that for multiple reasons. I think the composition, there were like phrases of sound where it sounded like almost a different song or like a slightly different song that pieced together this whole song, because a lot of modern musicians like to do this thing where they find a hook and they just repeat it over and over for like 3 minutes and that's your song, and I hate that. But this wasn't that. And also the guitar that I said reminded me of Sonic Adventure 2. I was like, why do I like this sound so much? And then I think it's because it reminds me of like old school Sonic games. But it really came through as like a different element. Like it didn't seem out of place. It just seemed like I don't usually hear this with this type of music. So it was really nice to hear it in this song, this like deathcore song. You know what I mean? Like it was just like a different element, but it worked, you know? Like I always find it really brave, and I'm impressed by musicians that can add in elements that aren't usually used in certain genres of music. Like I made this example before, but Linkin Park uses turntables or like a DJ set, whatever, and they like scratch the record and whatever. It sounds great because they're Linkin Park, and I feel like they invented that. But whenever some other bands try to do something similar, like throwing in a saxophone into a metal band, I'm like, please stop. It sounds good to you, but it don't sound good to me or a lot of other people. But I feel like with this song, they added in like, it was still a guitar. It just sounded like, what would you call it, 70s synth Sonic Adventure 2 guitar? I don't know. But it fit in with the song, even though the song was like deathcore. So I don't know, I think it's really cool. I haven't heard that before in my personal experience, so that's why I'm like so hung up over that fact. Really, really great song. I think Darko, isn't Darko from Requiem for a Dream? Right? Isn't he the bunny? Donnie Darko is a well-known 2001 science fiction pathological thriller film. Did I watch that? Why do I remember that name? Why do I remember Donnie Darko? That is a movie! I did watch it. Why did I think it was like Requiem for a Dream? No, I didn't. I don't know. I thought I watched this. After narrowly escaping a bizarre accident, a troubled teenager is plagued by visions of a man in a large rabbit suit who manipulates him to commit a series of crimes. So I don't know. I guess the song has something to do with that. Maybe we could look at the lyrics, and we will definitely be listening to it once more. If you made it this far in the video, put a rabbit emoji or Don't Fail Me Darko down in the comments below. One of my Tamagotchis just evolved. I don't know which one. Somebody said, this is by far the heaviest mariachi band I've ever heard. That's crazy. Don't say that. We're gonna listen to it again. So the lyrics, I feel like the lyrics are basically kind of talking to that fictional character, but from the point of the guy being manipulated by the rabbit, and he's kind of saying like, maybe keep giving me like bad stuff to do. I don't know. What do y'all think it's about? I don't think I can understand the music video. Because this is the same guy that was outside and sitting in the chair. He seems to be tormented by inner thoughts of maybe doing bad things. Question mark? But what does the don't fail me mean? Maybe I should rewatch this movie. I also noticed kind of that, at least in this music video, the band musicians aren't showing their faces really clearly. And I don't know if that's like the case for all of their music videos. I feel like with a lot of heavier metal bands that they tend to cover their face. I just realized that after listening to metal for like 20 years. Why do they do that? I could never perform an instrument in front of people because I would get way too shy. And I would want to hide and cover my face, but that's me personally. I don't know why metal musicians choose to hide their faces, actually. Have y'all ever thought about that? I think at some point in my life I knew where corpse paint originated from, but I forgot. Because Kiss didn't invent corpse paint. You know, like when they paint their face white and then they have like black on the eyes or whatever. Maybe it's to seem scary. I don't know. If you know, let me know. I love that in like these death metal bands. That's my favorite thing. A lot of them do it. I don't know what it's called, but I like it. My voice is dry just from listening to that. Ow. See, y'all, this is not really loud jazz to me because it makes sense. I can understand the composition of the music. I can understand where it's going. It makes sense. It's like I'm being told a story that makes sense. This is the kind of metal that I prefer, especially with that sonic guitar. I could act in one of these music videos if all I have to do is show inner turmoil. Hire me. This part is so satisfying to listen to. I love music that does this. It's really slow and like deep sounds, but like they also have like the hi-hat or whatever, the cymbals. This sounds like a train horn, no? Dang, they have so many elements that I didn't pick up the first time that I listened to this. Kind of crazy! I don't know what else to say. I really loved it. I would like to listen to more of Here Comes the Kraken. I suppose that the rest of their music sounds kind of similar to this song? Question mark? Who knows? Is this their best song, actually? I don't remember how I chose this song. I know that y'all told me to listen to Here Comes the Kraken. Y'all told me to listen to Here Comes a Kraken, right? But whenever I choose these videos, like they have to go through testing and et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know if this was just like one of the first ones that went through testing successfully, or if this is their highest viewed video, because it has 2.7 million views. So I want to know, like, is this their best song in your opinion? Or do you think that they have better songs that I should listen to? And if I should do a reaction video to that song as well and have it on my channel? I'm really curious, actually. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this band and how you discovered them. Let me know what you think about this song. And yeah, if you like this video, please like it. If you dislike it, please dislike it. Please subscribe to support my YouTube channel. I post on Sundays, and I have a Patreon, patreon.com/INTJreacts, where I post a lot of uncut music video reactions, uncut album reactions. I have karaoke. I'm watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I post my VODs on Patreon as well. I have a lot of additional content on my Patreon. And usually if y'all give me recommendations, I take them first from Patreon, and we have a lot of discussions there as well. So if you like to hang out with us and support me as a content creator, please subscribe to this channel and also become a member of my Patreon. I would super appreciate it. I love all of these recommendations that y'all have given to me so far, and I would love to listen to more and experience more. Y'all haven't let me down yet. Fingers crossed, y'all haven't let me down yet, okay? So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks again for being here, and I really appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.